Justin Baldoni has taken a bold step in the ongoing fallout from It Ends With Us. He recently launched a website containing 168 pages of documents and text messages aimed at clearing his name. What was supposed to be Hollywood's heartfelt adaptation of a best-selling novel has turned into a scandalous media circus that no one saw coming. The film, directed by Baldoni and starring Blake Lively, has already hit theaters, but both critics and audiences alike are lambasting it as a flop. And if that wasn't enough, Baldoni and Lively are locked in lawsuits against each other, with rumors swirling about possible jail time for Lively. A gag order that might have stopped the public mudslinging has been flat-out denied by the court, meaning the drama is free to play out in full view of the public. To add fuel to the fire, a controversial New York Times exposé, one that some claim unfairly singles out Baldoni, has thrown even more gasoline on the flames of this Hollywood bonfire. So, how did things go so terribly wrong for this highly anticipated adaptation? It Ends With Us, the novel by Colleen Hoover, is known for its gripping emotional depth, and when news first broke that it would be adapted into a film, fans were ecstatic. The initial announcement seemed like a dream collaboration. Justin Baldoni, praised for his ability to handle sensitive topics with care, was set to direct, while Blake Lively, a star more known for her fashion sense than her acting chops, was cast in the lead. Despite some skepticism about whether Lively could pull off such a heavy, emotional role, many were optimistic. After all, Baldoni had a solid track record, and his name alone gave fans hope that the film would honor the book's powerful themes. However, even from the very beginning, whispers about creative differences began to circulate. According to insiders, Baldoni wanted the film to stay true to the novel's raw emotional core, while Lively reportedly aimed to infuse a lighter, more mainstream tone with comedic elements and glam. What should have been a straightforward adaptation slowly spiraled into a disaster, with tensions rising between the director and the star. What no one could have predicted was just how badly these creative differences would escalate into the fiasco we now see unfolding in the public eye. The first real signs of trouble came when reports from the set revealed friction between Baldoni and Lively over rewrites that inserted more humor into the film. Baldoni was reportedly insistent on preserving the novel's authenticity, with its gut-wrenching moments of introspection and emotional turmoil. Lively, on the other hand, allegedly pushed for more comedic beats and a glossy aesthetic that didn't quite align with the novel's serious tone. Fans of the book were quick to express their concerns, especially after leaked images from the set showed Lively dressed in high-fashion outfits that seemed out of place in such an emotionally charged story. Many felt that these images undercut the seriousness of the subject matter, and before long, rumors of on-set tension between Lively and Baldoni began to spread. While some fans assumed the movie might not live up to expectations, few could have predicted the scale of the legal battles that were soon to follow. When Justin Baldoni filed a defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively, it sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Fans and insiders were stunned by the magnitude of his claims. Baldoni alleged that Lively had spread false information about him, painting him as a controlling and overbearing director who shut her out of the creative process. According to Baldoni, these allegations not only damaged his professional reputation but also negatively impacted the film's box office potential. In Hollywood, defamation suits are nothing new, but Baldoni's approach took things to another level. Not content to simply clear his name, he sought an enormous sum in damages, signaling that he wasn't going to let these damaging rumors slide without a fight. Then came Lively's response, a countersuit accusing Baldoni of bullying her on set and preventing her from performing at her best. What had started as creative differences between director and star had now escalated into a full-blown legal war. Despite the growing legal drama, the studio behind It Ends With Us decided to move forward with the film's release. For many fans, this was the moment they had been waiting for, a chance to see if the film had managed to capture any of the novel's emotional power. Unfortunately, the release only brought disappointment. Critics were quick to point out the movie's uneven tone, describing it as a strange mix of emotional confessions and poorly timed humor. Many felt that the film's attempts at comedy clashed with the raw, emotional depth of the original story, resulting in a jarring viewing experience. Fans of the book were particularly vocal in their displeasure, feeling that the adaptation had missed the mark entirely. And the poor box office numbers only confirmed what many already suspected: the film was a failure. As if the creative and legal battles weren't enough, rumors have now begun to circulate that Blake Lively might be facing even more serious trouble. Whispers suggest that Lively may have provided or endorsed falsified evidence in her countersuit against Baldoni, which could potentially lead to charges of perjury or obstruction of justice. While legal experts have cautioned that the rumors of a 5-year prison sentence are likely exaggerated, the mere possibility of jail time for a Hollywood star, whether a serious threat or not, is enough to make headlines. Baldoni's team hasn't officially confirmed that they are pursuing criminal charges, but if the evidence presented on his website is as damaging as he claims, Lively could indeed find herself in the midst of a legal nightmare far worse than the original defamation suit. In an unexpected move, Baldoni has launched a website entirely dedicated to the legal battle, filled with documents, text messages, and emails from the film's production. According to Baldoni, this trove of evidence proves that Lively intentionally twisted the facts and manipulated public perception to make him look like the villain. Fans and industry insiders have been poring over these files with morbid fascination, eager to see the truth behind the headlines. Some of the messages allegedly show Lively pushing for comedic twists that undermine the film's emotional depth, while others reportedly depict her backtracking after fans reacted negatively to the leaked set photos. Critics of Baldoni's decision to go public with this information argue that it may be nothing more than a PR stunt, designed to sway public opinion in his favor. However, his supporters see it as a mission of transparency. By releasing all the documents, Baldoni is essentially saying, "Here's the truth, take a look for yourselves." Whether this strategy will pay off in the long run remains to be seen, but it has certainly added another layer of drama to an already chaotic situation. Enter the New York Times. Known for its high standards in reporting, the Times threw another wrench into the mix with a recent feature piece that some say unfairly sided with Lively's narrative. The article painted Baldoni as an inflexible director who bullied a struggling actress. Baldoni's supporters quickly rallied to his defense, accusing the Times of running a smear campaign. They claim the article cherry-picked facts and ignored crucial evidence found on Baldoni's new website. The piece sparked a wave of backlash on social media, with some labeling Baldoni as uncompromising, while others pointed out the Times' history of occasionally publishing controversial articles that ignite debate. Adding yet another twist, rumors suggest that Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, might have played a behind-the-scenes role in the film's troubled production. Insiders claim that Lively sought Reynolds' advice on how to lighten the movie's tone with more comedic elements. After the adaptation was slammed for glossing over the novel's emotional core, any reference to Reynolds' involvement seemed to vanish. But some wonder whether Reynolds could be dragged into the lawsuits as either a witness or an indirect participant in the rewrites that Baldoni claims undermine the integrity of the story. At its heart, It Ends With Us is a deeply emotional tale about vulnerability, personal growth, and difficult life choices. Fans who had eagerly awaited the movie adaptation are devastated that it has failed to capture the novel's essence. What's worse, the ongoing legal drama between Baldoni and Lively has completely overshadowed the film. Instead of celebrating a movie that could have been emotionally powerful, audiences are now left to watch the real-life spectacle of lawsuits, accusations, and potential criminal charges play out in the public eye. The release of It Ends With Us was supposed to be a triumphant moment for both fans of the novel and Hollywood. Instead, it has devolved into an endless saga of legal battles, countersuits, a controversial New York Times article that some have labeled a smear campaign, and a website brimming with documents that could determine someone's fate. On top of that, there's the looming possibility that Blake Lively could face jail time if the allegations about falsified evidence turn out to be true. All of this has left the film, a commercial and critical failure, almost as an afterthought. As it stands, all eyes are now on the two legal adversaries. Baldoni, often described as empathetic and sincere, must now prove that he isn't the overbearing figure the Times article portrayed him as. Meanwhile, Lively, whose career and reputation are on the line, fights not only to clear her name but possibly to avoid serious legal consequences. Fans, who once championed the novel, are left reeling from an adaptation that has been thoroughly overshadowed by the scandal. Will this saga end in quiet settlement negotiations? A sensational courtroom showdown that dwarfs the film's on-screen drama? Or perhaps a last-minute truce that attempts to salvage what's left of this wreckage? Hollywood is nothing if not unpredictable, and this story is far from over. What do you think? Did the New York Times go too far in their portrayal of Baldoni? Could Blake Lively actually face jail time if the allegations of falsified evidence are proven true? As this scandal continues to evolve, one thing's for sure: there are still plenty of secrets left to be uncovered. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be the first to get the latest updates as more of this juicy Hollywood drama unfolds.